Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do these pretty crochet Mr. and Mrs. pillows. These can be a great accent piece to any bedroom or great gift idea for anniversary or wedding. This is a nice project for anybody who's a beginner at crochet. It's a little bit time consuming, but if you're good at crochet, it doesn't take that long and you don't need much stuff to do these. So let's get started. Okay, so we'll start with making a slip knot first, and now we chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now go into the first chain to make a slip stitch. This will form our ring. And now we'll chain 3. This will count as our first double crochet, and now we have to do 11 double crochets in this ring right here. So all together, including this chain, it'll make 12 double crochets. So let's get started. Yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull it through the next 2. Second double crochet. Okay, so here we have it, including the first chain. We have 12 double crochets. Now we're going to join them into the chain, the 3 that we made in the beginning, into the top of that chain. We'll join this first round, and we'll do a slip stitch. Now we'll chain 3 again. So to start the next round, we'll chain 3, and into the next stitch right here, we'll start to make our corners for our square for the pillow. So to make the corners, what we're going to have to do is do a double crochet into the next stitch, and another double crochet into the same stitch. And now we have to do another triple crochet into the same stitch. So to do a triple crochet, you yarn over twice, pull it through, yarn over through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull it through the next 2 loops, yarn over and pull it through the last 2. This will form our corner on one side. And now we'll go into the next stitch, and we'll do the same thing but in reverse. So we'll do triple crochet first and then 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So let's do it together. Triple crochet first, and then 2 double crochets into the same one. Okay, so we have 2 double crochets, 1 triple crochet into the first stitch, and then 1 triple crochet and 2 double crochet into the next one. So this will start forming our corners for the square, if you can see it here. Let me continue and then you can see it better. So for the next side, we'll do 1 double crochet into the next stitch, just 1 double crochet. And then into the next stitch, we'll do the same thing as we did here. So 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and 1 triple crochet into the same stitch. Okay, and now we'll go into the next stitch, and we'll do it in reverse. So 1 triple crochet and 2 double crochet into the same one. and after forming that corner again, we'll do the next side and 1 double crochet on this side into the next stitch. So double crochet into the next stitch, and now we come back onto our corner again. So 2 double crochets in the next one, another double crochet into the same stitch, and then triple crochet into the same one. And now we move on to the next stitch and do 1 triple crochet and 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Okay, we come back to our last side here. So 1 double crochet into the next following stitch, and now we make our last corner right here. So we do 2 double crochets into the next stitch, and 1 triple crochet into the same one. Okay, so we have one more stitch left, so we'll do the same thing in reverse. 1 triple crochet and 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Okay, and now you'll notice that you don't have any more stitches left, and we have done, after each corner we have done 1 double crochets by itself in each of the sides. But over here you'll notice you don't have any space left to do that, because we already had this chain 3 to start our row. That makes it a single, like a double crochet for this side. So we'll just join this round now by going into the 3rd stitch of the chain 3, and do a slip stitch, sorry, and then we do chain 3 to start our next round. Okay, here we have our little square and 2 rounds. Okay, to start our next round we have chain 3 here, which will count as a double crochet. And here's one way to remember how many double crochets to do on each round before you start your corner. So what the easiest way for me is, you know how we had 1 double crochet before we went on to our corner? So in each round we'll keep on adding 4 more to that. So if we had 1 double crochet here, we'll add 4 more to that, and we'll have 5 double crochets on each side of the next round, minusing your corners. So in this one, since we need to do 5 double crochets, we already have 1, so we're gonna take that out and we'll have 4 left. So we'll do 2 on each side and then make our corners. So let's do it together. So into the next stitch we'll do 1 double crochet, another double crochet into the next one, and now we come back to our corner. So we'll do the same thing, 2 double crochet, 1 triple crochet in the next stitch, and then 1 triple and 2 double into the next one. That'll make our corner. Okay. Okay, that makes our corner. And now we'll do our so in this side we'll have all 5 double crochets all together. We don't need to take away 1 because in this round we had a chain, so over here we have just 5 double crochets. Two, 3, 4, 5, and now we are back to our corner again. You can always go back and count how many double crochets you have by itself without the corner. So as you can see here, this is our corner, three of them together. So after that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's very important to keep track of these crochets, otherwise you'll have uneven pattern or uneven sides. So we are back to our corner again. So 2 double crochets in one stitch and 1 triple crochet into the same stitch. And then we are back to our second one. So 1 triple crochet in the next stitch and 2 double crochet into the same one. So we're back to our next side, 5 double crochets. Three, 4 and 5. Always you can go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just to assure, and then our corner. So 2 double crochets into the same stitch and 1 triple crochet into the same one. And then we'll do the same thing in the next one in reverse. 1 triple crochet and 2 double crochet into the same stitch. Okay, now we are back to our last side, 5 double crochets, three, 4 and 5, and now we are making the corner again. 1 triple crochet, 2 double crochets and 1 triple crochet into the same stitch. The other way to remember where to start your corner is, I'm just gonna go back for a second and show you. Right here. So after 5 double crochets, you have your 2 triple crochets. Once you do this for a little while, for a few rounds, you'll get the hang of it and you won't have to count your double crochets so many times. As soon as you get to your triple crochets, this is the first, like the chain right on top of those. So one before the first triple crochet and the one before the second triple crochet. This is where you make your corners. Once you get the hang of it, you'll just automatically know how to start or where to start your corners. So you don't have to go back and forth to count your stitches or your crochets. So we are on to the second one now, 1 triple and 2 double. Okay, so this is our third round and we are back to the side where we started from. So as I said, we took 1 chain out and we had 5 double crochets in this round on each side. So we took 1 out and we had to do 2 separately. So you'll notice, or you should have, just 2 stitches left to do your last 2 double crochets. If you have more or less than that, then you're probably doing something wrong and you probably have to go back and fix that. Otherwise it's pretty easy to follow. And we're gonna close this round by going into the top stitch of our chain and do a slip stitch. Okay, so we are done with 3 rounds, 1, 2, 3, and we'll start the next round by same thing, chain 3, and we'll continue like that until we have our width that we want. So this is the one side of my bigger pillow. I have done 8 rounds of this off-white, and I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the second color that we have. And for the smaller pillow, I have 6 rounds of this off-white and 4 rounds of the other color, the second color. You can choose your width as you like. This is the width I have decided. If you want to follow the pattern, that's what I have done, and it's up to you what you choose to do. So from here on, you can pause the video and continue doing the same thing over and over until you have your desired width. As I have shown that I have chosen 8 rounds of this off-white. I'm gonna continue to do that, and I'll see you back once I'm completed with the 8 rounds, and I'll show you how to start the next color. Okay, after you have completed your 8 rounds of off-white color, we're gonna start the new color. So what we're gonna do is the same way. We're gonna go into the top stitch of chain 3, insert your hook, and instead of bringing this previous color, we'll bring in the next color. So just pull your color through the loops with the hook and pull it through this loop again. Just make sure it's tight at the back, and we'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we'll continue working the same way as we did before. Double crochets and your corner right here. So after your 8 rounds, in the last 8th row, you should have individual double crochets, 25 of them, and then your corners on the side. So in the next round, we'll add 4 more to that, so that will be 29. So from 29, we'll subtract 1 of this, that's 28. So we'll do 14 on this side and 14 on this side. That makes it our 29 double crochets, and then our corners, and then 29, 29, and 29 on each side. And we'll continue doing the same thing for the next 5 rows and keep adding 4 each time. And when you're done, I'll come back and show you what to do next. Okay, after you have completed your 5 rows with the second color, we're just gonna close it off. So the same way, going into the top stitch of the chain and pulling your yarn through, making a slip stitch, and we'll just pull it one more time and just pull it through the whole thing and tighten it. Okay, that's done, and now you can weave this end into the yarn. And in this case, because it's a pillow, so this side is going to be inside the pillow. Even if you don't want to weave this in, you can just leave it inside, but I think it's better if you just do that now. So you'll need to complete 2 sides for each pillow. So I have 2 for the big one, and we need another 2, so 4 of the big large ones, and you need 2 sides for the small pillow. And now I'll show you how to make the letters. So you're going to choose your desired color for the letters that you're going to put on for Mr. and Mrs. I have chosen this purple. So what you'll do, we are going to make letter M first, so you'll need 2 of those for Mr. and Mrs. What you need to do first is chain 51, and you can pause the video here and come back when you're done. And then what we have to do is we're gonna do 3 double crochets into the chain 3 into the 3rd stitch from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, that's the 3rd stitch, and then we're gonna do 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3 double crochets, and now you chain 2, and now we'll do a slip stitch into the same stitch where we have done our 3 double crochets. So we're gonna bring the hook here, pull the yarn through, and pull it through again. So that's our slip stitch. After this slip stitch, we're gonna have to do single crochets in all these chains. So I'll show you one right after that. you'll do single crochets. So what we have done here, it's the end of the letter. So when we form the letter like this, M, this is the end, and we're gonna do the other end on the other side. So what we'll do is single crochets now into each of the chains, not skipping any, all the way to the end, and I'll show you what to do after that. Okay, so after you have completed your single crochets all the way through, what you're gonna do is turn the whole work over, and you're gonna skip the first 2 single crochets, and we're gonna work into the third one. And same thing, we're gonna do 2 double crochets in here. 1, 2, 3. This is the first double crochet, and then the second double crochet, and we're gonna go chain 2, and now do a slip stitch into the same single crochet. So pull it through, and one more time, and that'll be the end of our other side of the letter M. So after you have done the slip stitch, what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut the yarn right here, and you're gonna fasten it off by pulling it through the loop like that, and just tighten it. There we go. And as usual, you can just weave these ends through like that, and this will be our letter M. Okay, now we're going to work on the letter R. Same thing as letter M, we're going to be needing 2 of those, so make sure you prepare that way. And for this one you need chain of 20, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go into the third stitch from the hook and do 3 double crochets into that same stitch. So this is the first one, second one, and third. And now we chain 2 and do a slip stitch into the same chain as we work the double crochets in. So you're going to pull through the yarn and pull it through the same stitch again. Okay, and now we do the same thing again. We do single crochets in each one of them till the end. Once you have completed all your single crochets, flip over the work and work into the third single crochet from the hook. 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna do 2 double crochets in here. So this is our first one, second, and now we do chain 2 and do a slip stitch into the same stitch. Okay, you can just cut the yarn now.